take a look here. Favorite photo ID to vote. 85% of white people favor it. 82% of Latino. 76% of black Americans favor it. So the bottom line is this. Voter ID is not controversial in this country. A photo ID to vote is not controversial in this country. It is not controversial by party, and it is not controversial by race. The vast majority of Americans agree with Nicki Minaj that, in fact, you should have a photo ID to be able to vote.
So something of a non.
Yeah, man, this is one of the big, this is why I titled the video, the live stream, they hope you don't hear this, they don't want you to know this shit, because like, this is one of those things, man. This has all been fabricated by the Democratic Party. You do know this, right? Yeah, when I'm up here roasting the Democrats, some of y'all wonder, like, Tim, why? Why do you go after Democrats so much? Because they lie about black people so damn much. Ask them. Ask them why they lie so much. Fam, this whole idea that black Americans can't get a voter ID, they can't get an ID, it's crazy. Every election cycle, the Democrats come out with this shit that, they're asking for IDs and it's racist to ask black people for IDs. And then Republicans are like, what's wrong with IDs? IDs are good because everyone's stealing elections. We got to have IDs. And the truth is, they both bogus in a way, because election integrity, which is something that I was knee-deep in back in 2015, 2016, it's not about voter fraud, it's about election fraud. Yeah, when you're rigging election machines. I mean, just think about it, Johnson. How many times can one person vote? I mean, once, right? I mean, anything else, you get a lot of time, and it's a big problem. But even if you want to be crazy, you as an individual, and you want to run around and vote, how many times could you really get away with that shit? Couple times, maybe? You know what I'm saying? But see, if you rig an election machine, you run up the numbers. Get what I'm saying? Like, that's what a real fraud is. It's in elections, not the voter. So, okay. But that being said, fam, even the little bit, the small amount that voters could rig, you should have to have an ID. Most black people, as this poll indicates, most black people are not tripping about having to have their ID to vote. Okay? Because we need an ID to move around the world. We can't move around the country without an ID. That's how mofos get detained too, by the way. Because they don't have ID to confirm their identity. So we have problems. Like, you can't even go for a walk in my area without an ID. I mean, you might fit a description. You want to basically let the cops know who you are if you get pulled up. But the Democrats have made this an issue, and they told you it was all racism why Republicans want you to have an ID. And at the end of the day, it seems to me it's racist to say black Americans can't have IDs, that we don't have IDs in some crazy number. Okay, and if you think that's the problem, how about come out with an ID program to get everybody IDs? But see, I feel like there's something more to it, and damn it, time to be dangerous and just say it. I believe Democrats want people to be able to vote who don't have ID, obviously, which is a problem. I think they want their new arrival people to vote who may not have IDs, because they have an idea how they're going to vote. Are you going to vote for the party trying to get you deported, or the party that got you imported? So it's the question. What do you think they're going to go with? It's hard to figure it out. God, this is a tough question. Carry the 2, put the 3. Oh, God. If a train traveling 100 miles an hour, shit, I don't know. If you eat 3 apples, it ain't hard to figure it out. So as the survey says, the poll says here, cited by the coked up CNN weatherman, or whoever this guy is. Black Americans, white Americans, all Americans, pretty much on the same accord. You know how rare it is to see us all together in the same cluster within 5 points of each other on a topic? Rare. It's very rare. America feels, 3/4 of America feels, if not more, that a voter ID is a damn good idea. To have to present ID to voters is a damn good idea. But still, the Democrat operatives are going to come out because that's the mandate, that's the narrative of the Democrats. Everything that's ever done is racist. Once again, I got no problem using the black situation, using blackness, and trying to get something for black Americans. But this ain't for black Americans. This is for the Democratic Party. This doesn't help us. This helps the Democratic Party. In fact, I'm going to go a step further, fam, and say this hurts us because when you got people voting that aren't American citizens, like in California, for instance, they're not voting Americans' best interests. They're voting their best interests. See, when we're all in the same boat, we're all Americans, at least we have some common issues that we could all be concerned about. So when we have voters in large numbers, thanks Joe Biden, potentially voting who don't have the same interests or concerns as citizens of the country, then they're going to vote differently. At least the possibility of them voting differently is a real thing. So I'm saying this non-voter ID, see what I'm saying, where I'm going here? The Democrats pushing that is not to help you, black woman, sitting at home in, Missouri. It's not to help you. Or in Memphis, brother in Memphis. It ain't to help you, fam. Brothers in D.C., it ain't to help you. Sisters in Detroit, it's not to help you either. It's to help their political party. And what they're going to do with that power? Are they going to do something for us? No. They're going to continue to push policies that also hurt us. That, my friends, is why I'm upset with the Democrats. The more you know. They use blackness to shield their agenda, which in the end of the day doesn't help black Americans. And it had no intention of helping black Americans. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you got to know. All right, let's keep it moving, fam. If you enjoyed this segment, hit the like button. Let somebody know what's up. Let them know you watch the Tim Black Show, Most Dangerous Show. Become a member of this show. Go to jointimblack.com.